something occurring that makes it spark. Like I said, if it happens to do it right when you're intently focusing on a question, a log drops and sparks go everywhere, yeah, I would interpret that. But the normal sparking and logs moving of a fire, you know, to take it in consideration with what's happening. But you can read any way you choose. You can read the flames as a whole and look at them as a whole and see what scenes they make, or their pictures in them, or their figures in the shapes of them, how are they interacting. Or you can pinpoint a section and focus on that, like I was suggesting with the question. It's easier for the up-down. Embers you can get are tremendous. I would say you'll find the most images in the embers, the second most in the flames, and the third most with what the smoke's doing as a general rule. Smoke, the direction of the smoke is something to definitely you can pay attention to. If you're focusing on a situation and suddenly see a whole bunch of smoke going to the west, then the solution may be coming from someone who lives westward or who's from a westward point, and so going with the other different directions. Or if it's specifically pointing to a person, like if you're asking a question related to a person here or at the place where you are when you're looking at the fire and the smoke seems to go towards that person, then that's, or someone you weren't asking about but it goes towards them, they might be a significant part of the situation you're reading without knowing it. Again, it's not precise, but it can be very, very dramatic, like that day in class where it really did just leap up and went way down. As a general rule, it works a lot like tea leaves, except there just isn't a time frame. There's no way to get a time frame at all with this. So, but similarly to you're looking at what are the images you see, how are they interacting with the other images, what are the flames doing, how are they interacting with one another, etc. It's very subjective and heavily symbol-based. You could certainly use your tea leaf guide or another tea leaf guide to get a basic symbol list to get started on the flame scrying just as well. Although you may not see as much detail, but again, in the embers you might. In the embers you might see frogs and boats and all the different things at this time. You definitely can. It's with tea leaves. And I've done them a few times where there are no images at all. It's like, okay, I don't know. But usually you're going to get at least a few images to work with, and usually a bunch. With fire, you might not at all. It may be only the embers, but when it's there, boy, it's there. So it's something that's definitely interesting to know how to do and fun to play with. I would definitely use it in connection with another system if you want to answer serious questions, you know, or to any degree of detail.